NFL player terms. It was even Travis, the team, not player on the giant.
There we go.
There we are.
We're back.
We are here.
Megan's not with us tonight. She will be back. I don't know if it'll be next week or in a couple weeks. She's got some stuff going on, so she's taking a couple weeks. We'll miss her during that time.
We do. How you doing?
Absolutely. I'm great. You know what? I just saw a friend of mine just posted on Facebook an ad for, you remember the Gravitron from the carnivals and stuff like back in the day? There's one for sale for $28,000. So if I have 56 friends that that are down, let's go. Let's do this. Like,
it's a lot of money, Sarah.
It's 56 people. It's only $500. We can like drop it down more. Hey, Kent's here?
Kent's here.
Hi, Kent. I see nothing.
He just pulled himself up.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. What's going on?
Everything's malfunctioning.
What is happening? Did someone say first place Astros? They are.
We did not.
I saw that. I saw that. There you go, Matt. You're doing pretty good there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I heard it here in Kansas. Dansby is 3 for 3 tonight, Wendy. And if I'm not mistaken, he's just a triple away from the cycle. Is that?
Yeah, he is. He's had a single, a double, a home run. He needs a triple, and he hits for the cycle.
He got that single to move Austin over to third base before Contreras hit that home run. And then he hit that double that they didn't bring him in on. That was a little disappointing, but it's okay. And then he hit that home run. And so if we can get a triple, Josh Brown is here, and he wants to know if the Astros still have Lance Brecken. Josh, tell us your feelings about Dansby. Why don't you? Since I see that I've seen you going off about him tonight. I'm here for it.
Josh goes off about everything normally.
Yeah.
It's just if he's being serious or if he's actually just talking shit.
Josh said Dansby is a gift from God. So
I agree with that.
I'm not going to disagree. I 100%. And you know what? All of my favorite players are having a hell of a week because Dansby Swanson is a fellow child of God. He sure is.
Yes, he is, Josh.
Whew. But Fernando Tatis had a 4-for-4 day yesterday.
Yes, he did.
So that was awesome.
It's pretty
Josh
good
says
back
he
off
can't
the
imagine
IL.
ever doubting Dansby. You know, Josh, I'm right there with you. I don't know why anybody would question Dansby Swanson or his plate discipline or anything else.
It's because it's non-existent sometimes, but I agree.
Right? You should never question Dansby Swanson.
Plate discipline, who?
I don't know. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
If we're talking about players that get doubted a lot, we might as well just go into Austin Riley.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of, I just was checking the game. Like Austin Riley is first up to bat when the inning starts. And so it'll be Austin Riley, Dansby Swanson, and William Contreras, who tonight have been the 3 most productive players on the team. Raise your hand if you ever thought that would be a statement that that anybody would be saying.
Especially not where Austin Riley is concerned.
Austin Riley's the most productive player on the Braves. What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I never
What is
expected
that?
that. And the thing is this very well could be like his breakout season, and I'm fully here for that if he can keep this going. But what is the probability that this momentum is actually sustainable? Like,
I mean, you've got to think he's going to cool off at some point in time.
Absolutely.
The question is just, is it going to be one of those things where he just mildly cools off, or is he going to hit a slump, or, you know, what's going to happen?
Is he going to shit the bed completely?
Let's not even speak that into existence.
I didn't say that. I apologize.
We're all about manifesting things this year. We're not going to manifest an Austin Riley downturn. We're going to keep saying that he is just going to keep right on flying and have a breakout season. When he was concerned with Dansby's strikeouts, everybody was. We all were.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean,
Jarrett says no food tonight.
No.
I have water with lemon. If that's good enough. I don't know. There's a lemon in it. That's fruit. Some kind of food. I don't know.
I'm drinking Truly, and it has, I guess it's fruit punch. So
I got a Truly out of the fridge earlier, and I took about 3 sips, and then I remembered how shitty I felt the other night, and I poured it down the drain.
Panda took all the food. That's mean. Do not make fun of that man. I think that's
the only reason that Dansby's hitting home runs, because he is really like all about those panda hugs, and it's kind of getting weird to me.
Yeah.
The one from earlier, like the one like the other week when he hit the home run and he like slapped Ronnie the high five and then went running for Panda was cute. The one tonight just got a little creepy. I was like, I didn't watch. Like you need to tone it down a little. It's a lot.
I shouldn't say this, but I didn't watch the game tonight. I was too busy running my tail off. My best friend's here, so I was trying to do everything in the world to prepare for that.
We got big old Austin Riley up to bat. Should we? What do we want to talk about first?
We got all kinds of stuff. Let's talk.
This is way better without Kate. Please don't tell him I said that. He's been working out.
He's been working out. Yeah, he has. All right, so let's just go into the hard hitting stuff tonight, and then we'll round it out at the end with checking their balls and everything. So
we'll have fun at the end.
Let's talk about Noah.
Don't tell anyone. Oh yeah, let's go. Go off. Go for it. I will let you.
Okay. As everybody knows, or most people who watch this know, he was placed on the IL because he punched the dugout bench in frustration after, understandably, it was a rough start, the roughest one he's had. But we're adults. We breathe through things. We don't punch things. My thing is take a
punch
fire
with the
extinguisher.
Other hand,
I don't care.
Please.
Sean, go nuke and take a fire extinguisher and beat something. Kick something.
Go Brett Gardner and beat the bat against the top of the dugout. Like there's so many other things you could do. You can beat your batting helmet on something. Even if you broke your left hand, it wouldn't be that bad. But how are you going to punch a bench with your throwing hand?
You are a pitcher.
When you
Your
are the
job.
most consistent pitcher that your team has and one of the best hitters.
Your grand slams. I know. Your legitimate job as a pitcher, every time you go out there, every 4 or 5 starts, is to take a ball in your hand and throw it. You are throwing a ball to home plate. So clearly, the rational side of me says, I'm frustrated. I'm going to kick something. But according to him, he thought, hey, I'm frustrated. Let's punch a fucking bench with my pitching hand. And as a fan, it makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the dudes that we could count on. And now it's like, okay, you took yourself out for 5 to 6 weeks. Where are you going to be? You're going to be back before the All-Star break, after the All-Star break? Are you going to be what you should be? Are you going to go back on the IL because of bullshit? It makes me so mad.
Okay, so it pisses me off too, but team timeout real quick. Did anybody else, has Dansby added this new little butt shimmy thing before he swings, or have I just completely missed this for the entire season? Because
is it like a solid butt shimmy, or is it like a mild butt? I think that might be new.
Like he, you know how he always does, like, bends back a little bit, takes a couple swings, puts the bat on his shoulder. Now he's doing like a little shimmy. Oh, no, that's not going to get through. Damn it. Oh, well.
Maybe it gives him momentum.
I don't know, but it's like I've never seen the shimmy before. So that should have found a Rockies fan. He'd still break his hand, Jason.
You cannot be punching things as a starting pitcher.
When we don't allow men to be men and block the plate, we will be left with pent-up aggression, which will manifest itself in broken hands. We must keep the father in the home and let men be. Josh, I don't know what we would do without you. Like,
probably
we need to have,
things, but
now that Nakahoma is no more, like, can we have you and John be our spiritual advisors for the show? Like, I think we need that.
Spiritual advisors?
Yeah. You didn't know John D. Howard was the spiritual advisor for Nakahoma?
I don't really know John D. Howard very well, so I don't know.
He's a model now. He's probably too busy.
He's a model now. Ooh.
Have you know he's modeling for the clubhouse? Come on now.
Is he really?
The Braves have got him. They're making John look good.
Is it?
I see. I've never noticed the butt shimmy before tonight, but I definitely just saw that. So, and Josh says yes. So there we go.
You can be our spiritual advisor.
Our show is now going to be guided in the way the Lord intended it to.
Absolute bullshit.
I don't know. That's where I'm at today. Like, as you can see, I finally started not feeling really crappy about 3 o'clock. And so I got up and started cleaning the house. And then before I knew it, I had 20 minutes to get ready. My child had almost flooded the bathroom for the 3rd time this week. And I just gave up on the day. So
that sounds about right.
But I don't feel sick. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that second shot I heard can be kind of miserable.
It's, I thought it was going to be like I had a migraine within an hour. So I just took some ibuprofen and went to sleep for a little bit. And I woke up and I was okay. And then about 10 o'clock last night, like the body aches hit and the chills. And I was like, this sucks.
This is miserable.
Josh is going to go make the announcement.
Romans 12. Read Romans 12.
Nikki has to be part of this deal too, because
I like Nikki better than you.
We love Nikki, so she has to be part of the deal as well.
Oh my gosh.
So Romans 12 is the reading assignment for the week, everybody. Be prepared.
Romans
12. There's going to be a quiz. Okay, so yeah, our pitching staff is almost non-existent. Thanks in no part to and his
temper. And he's young, so I kind of put it down to that. But any time that your livelihood or your team is depending on you and you throw a ball for a living, same could be said for, a quarterback. What are you doing?
Can you imagine Tom Brady punching a bench and breaking his what? No.
Like, I can't
That's not gonna
imagine.
happen.
No.
Like I understand like you're young and you don't know how to channel that yet, but I would just assume that automatically right off the bat, something more productive than let's punch a bench with my throwing hand is going to pop into your head. Apparently it didn't.
Go to the dugout and scream, shove somebody.
Yeah, walk down the tunnel and just go push Panda. Like, it's not going to hurt anything.
No.
You could have punched Panda and he would have been fine.
And, the thing is that Snit stood up for him, and I understand that. But I'm still mad at him. I was sad at first because the day we found out about, it was the day that we found out that Soroka is probably out for the rest of the season, more than likely. I had to accept that. Max pitched that day. He got taken out because of hand cramping, which we found out later. It was a very emotional day just in terms of Braves baseball in general. So
this
I was
whole season
sad.
has been emotional in terms of Braves baseball because it's just like as soon as you think something's going well, something falls apart or we get more bad news. And it's just like, really? Like how much more? See, I've done that before too. Like in college, I punched a couple things in college and I never went to the hospital. So I can't confirm that I broke any bones, but I do know that my hand looked really funny for several days. So I would assume I did something there, but like it's hard to like not have some level of frustration when especially as a fan, when the season has been so rough already, when the one person who's been really consistent for you turns around and does something that's just very foolish.
And I understand being young and having a temper tantrum and being upset because you want to go out there and you want to contribute to your team, to your teammates. I get that. I get the frustration, but you're a professional ball player. That's your job. So put the temper tantrum aside, quit punching shit, and maybe just like sit down and talk to somebody or shove somebody.
Yeah, like I said,
but punching a bench in Milwaukee.
Panda is the hug guy. Panda can be the punch guy too. He's got plenty of cushion.
Sarah.
Listen, it's true. It's true. And he would probably be like, yeah, go for it. Take a swing. I'll be fine. Like, don't worry. Just hit me right here. It'll be okay.
I don't. Your mic went away.
My mic came unplugged. Woo.
You're not hooked up now.
Oh, no. God damn it. Hang on.
No, you're good. Yeah, so I understand the frustration, like you said, but at the end of the day, it's just, in my opinion, from a fan's point of view, it's unacceptable.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's definitely,
I'm a fan, so
hard to take.
It's from a teammate's perspective, be mad at the dude, but kind of talk to him, help him learn to manage stuff like that and move on. But from a fan's point of view, you're on my shit list, dude. You're on my shit list. Yeah. And I hate that. I don't like them being on my shit list. Austin Riley was on my shit list until lately, so.
Right. Like that's still, every time I say Austin Riley is our most productive bat, like maybe hunting in the off season is what everybody needs. Like, Dansby went duck hunting last off season and then he came out and carried the team for the first few weeks. So maybe they just need to go on like a team hunting trip every off season and it'll work. I don't know.
Maybe.
Can you imagine Marcelo Zuna out in the wild?
I want to see it.
Like,
I want to see it.
Or Ronnie. I can't see them being quiet enough.
No,
to go.
They're just loud. They're loud human beings. So
yeah, I don't see them being able to pull that off. So let's see. What else do we have here?
Trey Mancini.
Oh yes. Trey Mancini is having a season.
Give him comeback player of the year. and
if he
be
doesn't get
done.
comeback player of the year, I think there's something wrong. Of course, most people are familiar with the fact that Trey missed the season last year because of cancer. He was cleared. This guy's got 10 home runs. He's having a year. When we get into the big bats, we'll talk a little bit more about what all Trey's doing. But I mean, how can you not already? I mean, I know we're 2 months in, not even 2 full months in, but
but
how can you not be looking at that guy as comeback player?
he's conquered and
How about that Tony
overcome
fella?
so much that
We're getting to that. Yeah,
you kind of have to, I go Sunday and I'll see the Nationals play the Orioles, and I'm like, kind of looking forward to that.
oh yeah, that'll be a good game.
Yeah.
Or it'll be fun to watch anyway. I don't know.
I get to see Juan Soto play, and I'm not really looking forward to that.
Will you please, I don't know where your seats are at, but if you can hit him with something when he's doing the shuffle thing, if you would do that for me, I'll owe you big time.
I'm going to be too far away from that, but I will be closer to the outfield.
So throw something at him when he's out there. I don't know. Just be like, stop.
Fuck you.
Cut that shit out. No. Okay. So Jason says, how about that Tony fella? I think I will bail her out for that. I'll absolutely bail her out for that. Not a problem at all. Now, we were talking about this earlier. I think as Braves fans, we're so used to those boomer people in the Braves Facebook group that when we see stuff like Tony La Russa being an idiot, that it doesn't hit us quite as hard. But this one really made me go, I'm sorry, what? We all know position player pitching. You're a Mercedes. Swung on a 3-0 pitch.
Good for
hit
him.
A long ball. And Tony La Russa came out and said it was a mistake on his part, that it was inappropriate, that he's spoken to him.
And the consequences to endure
that there are
won't happen again.
And then came along and said, I'm the coach. There is no limit to the players that I can throw under the bus. They have a locker. I have an office.
I want to kick his ass.
Josh is a big Tony La Russa fan, and Josh already left us for the night. So that Josh will go off on this because he loves Tony La Russa for talking that way. Now, it definitely speaks to how old school he is. It's just not how it is now. And people that are getting upset about it are the same people that were pissed off last year when Fernando Tatis Jr. was hitting grand slams on 3-0 counts and all these other things that were happening, like stealing third in games where they were just killing the other team.
Yeah.
Guess what? How many times have we seen this year where you've had an 8-run deficit and it's gone? All of a sudden you've got a tie game. You've got to play hard. You've got to play all out through the entire game. And Tony La Russa can kiss my ass if he doesn't like that.
Listen, you get your pitch, no matter who's on the mound, you take it. Because at the end of the day, 4 or 5 years down the road, when your Mercedes is sitting in his arbitration hearing, those stats and those numbers are going to matter. And that's what's going to get him paid.
Those RBIs,
those home runs, those stolen bases.
It does not matter what the count is. It doesn't matter what the score is. All of that stuff is going to matter when it comes time to get paid. And, these unwritten rules of baseball are absolutely ruining the game because they claim that, you want to let the kids play, let them have fun, let them do their thing. But the second that they're out there doing their thing, no, you can't do that. It's embarrassing. I don't care who's on the mound. You have a 3-0 count, whether the deficit is 25-2 or 19-0. You get your pitch, you take it, and you go yard. End of story. And let's just go ahead while we're at it. My thinking is if Anthony Rizzo can strike out Freddie Freeman.
God bless Anthony Rizzo. It's the same thing.
If my boy Alex, my national anthem standoff winning.
We will talk more about him later too. But
we are going to talk about him later. But if my man can be topping out, what was that, 96 today?
I think it was 90, right over 90.
90,
Yeah.
90, like topping out over 90.
As a position
How
player, utility
are you
player.
going to- yeah. Position player pitching, topping out over 90. And you are going to say that it's wrong for somebody to hit a home run off those guys? I'm sorry that the position player pitching in that game sucked.
I'm sorry that they're not up there throwing heaters like Alex
Yeah.
Blandino or, God forbid, Charlie Culberson. Like, your
Right?
position player pitching isn't hitting 90 miles an hour. Sorry, couldn't be me. Like, yes,
Yeah.
go
Your
yard. If
position
you get
player
your
pitching
pitch,
isn't,
take it.
doesn't have a 0 ERA for his career. Sorry about that. Ruined his day. Don't care. Like,
I'm sorry.
put in a better position player next time. I don't know what to tell you.
Put in somebody that's just going to toss the ball. They're not going to actually try and get it down in there.
Like, if you want to like slow pitch for when position players come in, I mean, that'd be kind of fun to watch.
Underhand softball,
Wouldn't it?
slow
Yeah.
pitching.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Dodgers Jesse could get up there and he would knock it
Jesse
out. Then
would kill it.
he's going to beat my ass for saying that.
It's not that we don't love you, Jesse.
I love watching your
saying.
videos where you hit off a tee.
I mean,
I love it.
Freddie Freeman hits off a tee too. So when Jesse comes out and says something, I can't say anything about Jesse hitting off a tee because we see Freddie Freeman hitting off one too.
That's
And
exactly
you know what,
it.
Jesse?
There's no hate.
You sharpen your skills any way that you need to do it. And you tell those people
Anything-
that are hating on you to kick rocks.
They can come talk to me. They probably don't want to, but they can.
They can deal with it. Nobody wants to deal with us. Who are we kidding?
Most people don't want to talk to me ever. So I fair enough.
Sorry, everybody. There is so much going on this week.
There's so much. I'm looking at my notes, and normally I write like a couple page of notes, and I have like 5.
You
today.
wrote like 7. You wrote a novel about this. And if you want to make it an audio book, I know where you can upload it. I'll narrate it for you. That's my new thing. Like, that's what I've got one I have to do tonight. It pays really good, actually.
Really? Send me the info.
Yeah,
I want to narrate.
I will.
Things.
I'll send you the info. I've got all kinds of. That's going to be my new gig now, I think.
We have kind of the same voices. We have like the deeper voice. I can do that.
I found there's one that they're taking auditions for right now. It's like a book about that Chris Watts guy, and I was like, let me read that one.
Isn't he the one that killed his wife and then his kids and dumped the kids in the?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what's really crazy is a guy that I grew up with worked with him like very closely. And when they came out questioning all those guys, he was standing like the guy I grew up with was standing like less than like 50 feet away from where they were buried.
That's
no idea.
Terrifying. That's terrifying. Okay.
So, okay, back to baseball. We're trying to stay on topic right now, but it happens.
It has been a day.
Is it time to check people's balls?
Are we checking balls now?
I think we are.
All right.
I think it's time to check balls.
This is the week I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this week, and everybody who knows me, I would pay tens of dollars for Jared. I hope he sees that.
Oh, I do too. I'm gonna send him that.
Jared's good.
You know
people.
what? We like Jared, and you know what? He has a book. He has written a book. It's actually pretty good. I wonder if it's up there to become an audio book. I should tell him to submit it and be like, I'll read it for you.
I will read for it.
I'll totally narrate your book.
Oh my
That'd be
God.
fun. Okay, so we're checking their balls. And now, of course, we mentioned Alex Blandino getting up there with the high.
Yeah, he's our honorary this week. But
yeah, he's our honorary check his balls because we love him. And for anybody that's wondering, my microphone stand broke. So here I am.
All right, so we are checking Jack Flaherty's balls this week.
Yeah, we are.
I love him. So I'm going to talk about the other 2 Westlake Harvard boys in a little while. But Jack, Sarah and I were talking about it earlier. He's one of the ones we have to talk about. He's had a great season so far. Mm-hmm. He's 8-0 in his last 9 starts. So he's the first to do it since 1965, and that was Bob Gibson.
There you
So
go.
that's making history right there. He's 8-0, like I said. He's got a 2.53 ERA.
And he's throwing filth, like
absolute filth.
It's gross. Like
it makes my
really
heart
gross.
so happy. I mean, so yesterday, his last start, he went sorry, I keep getting text messages. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 4 walks, 7 Ks. That's not his best start, but in general, the fact that he's gotten out there, he is consistent in everything that he's doing. That's what I enjoy seeing. I don't know. There's something in the water with those Harvard Westlake boys.
Right. Max has been dealing since he came back from the IL.
Giolito
is a freaking beast.
Since we're talking about them, I have them written down. We might as well just go into them too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Giolito yesterday was 8 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts. He's filthy. Since his no-hitter last season, he's been pretty solid. And we know Max. We love Max. He's our dude. He was on the IL, came off the IL.
I need a drink of water, and I'm scared to open this. I have sparkling water in my water bottle. Let's see if it's.
It didn't shoot at you this time.
It did.
Okay.
It did.
So since Max has been back from the IL, he's pitched 17 innings. He's had 3 runs, 6 walks, 18 strikeouts. And for the dude that's going to, yes, please. Don't let him go to the Cardinals. I don't want him to go to the Cardinals. Let him come to the Braves.
Yeah, we want him to hit Atlanta. Fuck the Cardinals. Sorry.
I would if in my dreams, in my perfect pitching dreams, I would have Giolito, Flaherty, Max, all on the same team. Everybody talks shit, but I'd have Bauer.
You can't deny what Trevor Bauer does.
Who else would I have there? God.
A healthy Mike Soroka would be a wonderful thing to have.
Why did I forget about him? It's because he's
hurt.
Injured.
Because we haven't seen him pitch yet in a while.
Soroka, Fried, Bauer, Flaherty, Giolito. Oh my God.
Yu Darvish would be on my list.
And Ohtani.
Yeah.
Okay, but why can't we have all of them? Why can't we have all of them?
We can't. I mean, how much rest? Look at all the rest they would get. That's a 7-man rotation. Let's do it. Hey, get hold of Liberty, grab them by the balls, and say, "Hey, we need to go get these guys.
We need to be in debt to these players.
We need to get Shohei out of Anaheim. Just like I am a firm believer that someone needs to, please God, go save Mike Trout. Speaking of Mike Trout, out 6 to 8 weeks. That's going to be a rough time for the Angels. And that really bums me out because up until that injury, he was having a year. So
he always has a year,
and I was trying to go to a Royals Angels game, and I would go still to see Shohei, but I was a lot more motivated when I was going to get to see Mike Trout.
That's insane.
I wanted to go to a Royals Blue Jays game, and it doesn't appear that George Springer is going to get healthy anytime soon. So there goes that.
No, I don't. Okay. No, I want to see want to see Springer play. I want to see Shohei play. I want to see Trout play. I want to see them all play.
And they're all hurt. Well,
they're
Shohei's
all
not hurt.
Freaking
Shohei
injured.
is and I love how somebody put a meme up that was Shohei threw 88 pitches and now he's playing right field. And some guy was like, bro, that's no big deal. I was doing that when I was 13. And it's true because that's what we were all doing at that age. If you were pitching, you went straight into the outfield when you were done. But it's a lot more impressive when you're.
I think that dude had to have been joking.
The majors in home runs.
I saw that and I'm like, I did that at the age of 13 too, playing baseball, mind you.
Mhm.
And I'm a
Oh.
female.
Hey, everybody. My favorite player is up to bat.
Panda?
He's probably going to hit a goddamn
Panda,
walk-off
panda,
home.
panda,
He's going to
panda,
walk
panda,
this
panda.
off, isn't he? Oh, God, no.
Do you hate Panda on principle because you just don't like him? Or why do you and Jared? I don't even know why Jared doesn't like him. Please
so
explain this
the Red
disdain
Sox
to me.
gave Panda a shitload of money, and Jason can back me up on this. Jason hates him too.
Okay.
The Red Sox gave Panda a shitload of money, and he basically went to Boston and went to shit. He was not worth anything. They paid him to go away. And when he left San Francisco, talked a whole lot of shit on everybody in San Francisco, right? So you're hearing from San Francisco, yeah, he's an asshole. We don't like him anyway.
Jared
So
just tweeted,
Boston.
"Don't do this to me."
Good. Yes, thank you, Jared.
Oh, God.
God, same. I just said the same thing.
Y'all make me sad. What is this?
Yeah.
Did somebody...
God, I swear. Like, I can hear the game and I'm like, no. But, yeah. So, okay. So he goes to Boston. Not a great guy in the clubhouse. Nobody really and he's not playing for shit. And we're going to extra innings. Thank God. Like, I'm sorry.
That was
I
the
know.
greatest segue.
I know.
And we're
But
going to extra innings.
Thank God.
My
Thank
best
God.
friend's asleep in my bed right now.
Sorry.
With my cat.
So, okay. So anyway, Panda gets up there. He's shit. Nobody likes him. They pay him to go away. The only team that will take him back is San Francisco. So he has to go crawling back to San Francisco and be like, my bad. And Panda, what? Jason, when did Panda finally come off the payroll for the Red Sox? Like, he's been on there for a hot minute. So then, he gets back to San Francisco. He's not really doing much. He shows up last year looking like he did. And then he gets DFA'd. He ends up in Atlanta. And now here I am. He seems to mesh very well in the clubhouse. They all obviously like him. Maybe Atlanta was the place he needed to be to have a good personality. But it still just rubs me the wrong way that he acted that way leaving San Francisco and then acted the way he did in Boston 2 years ago. Okay, that's what I thought too, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong.
Okay.
I think you're right.
First of all, Jason, the next time you want to upload a picture of me and Sarah, make sure we look okay. What the fuck? Oh my God.
It happens. It happens. All now, right. I do want to, while we're talking about Boston, go off Red Sox. Like,
right?
What a season.
Good for them, though. Like, truly good for them.
I'm excited about it. Like, I'm very excited about it. And
won the World Series, took a giant shit, and now they're coming back.
Yeah. I mean, last year was not great at all, but
rough.
This season, the Reds, and you know what? And I was not a fan of Kike Hernandez as a Dodger.
I like him though.
The thing him and Justin Turner did was really weird to me. I love Kike Hernandez in Boston. Give me all the Kike in Boston. I love it. I think it's great. JD Martinez is having a year.
Yep.
Bobby Dahlbeck, super hot. Like, I'm really excited. I'm excited. Xander Bogaerts going off.
It makes me even more excited because I live in Virginia, right? And the Salem Red Sox are here. They're the Advanced A. And then down in Greenville, where my best friend lives, they have the Greenville Drive, which is the AAA of the Red Sox. So it's like all these dudes. I've seen Mookie play with the Drive. So it's like all these dudes. It's really fun when you're able to see guys actually like through minor league up into the majors. And
I'm really sad that the Amarillo Sod Poodles are now the AA of the Diamondbacks instead of the Padres, because
Yeah.
I've been to one Sod Poodles game and I got to see Fernando. And I remember seeing him there and I was like, this kid's in AA and he's doing this. He's gonna be in the show in no time. And sure enough, there he was. And I just hate that, like, if they have to have a rehab assignment in AA or AAA for some reason, wherever they send them for whatever reason, it's going to be not there. I don't like
I know. That's one of the most
because it's only a couple hours away from me. Like, and it's a beautiful, beautiful ballpark. And Jason says the AAA team's in Worcester,
What AAA team?
Boston.
Is it? Then is the Drive AA?
I don't know. I'd have to go look. But
This is interesting.
yeah, it makes me really sad because that Padres game was probably the most fun thing I have been to in a long time. Just saying. It's exciting to watch. They're a lot of fun. I like to watch those guys play. But I'll still go to games in Amarillo.
I suck. I lied. I'm completely wrong.
Totally
They're the
lied.
High 8 affiliate. Don't ever listen to me ever. Never, ever, ever listen to me.
They change though. Like, that's the thing that sucks. Like, it does
do.
change. Like, like I just said, Amarillo is not even the Padres organization anymore.
Well, and then the Salem Red Sox are low A, but they do change. Like, you have the Columbia Fireflies have recently changed.
Yeah.
And then you have the, like, what is it? Augusta Yellow Jackets, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
They just became Braves, I think.
Some news that we missed by a couple of days last week was Albert Pujols going to the Dodgers. He just hit a home run.
My thing is I wanted to see him go back to the Cardinals.
Yeah, I did too.
Like, that would have, and especially after what Nolan Arenado said with him, like, he wants to see him go out the right way.
Yeah.
That just seeing him go back to the Cards and seeing him being able to actually, like, finish with that team and even play with Nolan, like, that just would have been kind of cosmic. Like,
I think that would have been really cool. Okay, so, like, now that we've mentioned Nolan, let's talk about the big bats.
Yeah, you do your thing.
There are a lot to talk about. The minor leagues have changed a ton this year. They really have. They realigned everything this year, and it's been really weird to see.
The Augusta Green Jackets are part of the Braves minor league now, which they weren't before. So that's even more.
Yeah, well, and that's like when they realigned, I thought they were realigning to kind of keep teams closer to, like, their affiliates. And they absolutely did not, because Wichita, Kansas is still the freaking Marlins affiliate.
Well,
Oklahoma City is still a Dodgers affiliate. And then Amarillo is the Diamondbacks. Like,
they got rid of so much, though, that I don't know. Minor league is one of those things that I'm like, I love it. Hate that they don't get paid enough.
Yeah.
And hate how much was actually just kind of phased out. But yeah, so the Greenville Drive is high A.
There you go.
Red Sox are low A. The Salem Sox are low A.
Okay, so big bats. Last year. Woo!
Last year.
Anyway, that whole panda thing just threw me for a complete loop. I was so scared that was going to happen right in the middle of a show, and I was going to have to be like, God damn it. But big bats. Last week, I only talked about home runs. This week, we're going to go a little bit deeper, because the categories, like, it's weird to see how some of these people are, like, I don't know. It's just weird for me. So, like, let's just talk about hits first. In the last 7 days, Jake Cronenworth is having a field day with 11 hits. So is Adam Frazier and Trey Turner. 11 hits apiece in the last week. Nolan Arenado has 9. Nick Castellanos. Now, if you don't love Nick Castellanos,
love him
like, how
so much.
You can't not love him. I adore Nick Castellanos. Let's see who else. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is having a big week. Aaron Judge, of all the people I have not really seen on this list, Aaron Judge has had 9 hits in the last
healthy
week.
Aaron Judge is kind of a lethal thing.
It's a little scary. Okay, well, the bases are loaded for the Pirates in the top of the 10th. Anybody that's interested in that, and I kind of want to turn the game off because I'm scared of what I'm going to hear. Max Muncy, 9 hits. Juan Soto. Trey Mancini with 8. Told you guys we were at Chompers is heating up. Oh no! And then he's gonna strain a calf, and he'll be out for the rest of the season. Don't worry about it. Shohei's got 8. Austin Riley with 8 hits in the last week. Jose Altuve's heating up. Randy Arozarena is heating up. Tim Anderson as well. Who else we got? Javi Baez is another one that's been heating up a little bit in the hits department, which is good. I mean, I guess if you're a Cubs fan, it's good. I don't know. I don't really care either way. So runs in the last week. We got Jake Cronenworth again. So obviously, I mean, that kind of ties in pretty easily. Aaron Judge, both have 7. Alex Bregman with 6. Carlos Correa with 6. This is how the Astros are getting back into first place, in case anybody is wondering. Brandon Crawford being sneaky with 6. And then so is Freddy Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. I like him on that list.
Shohei with 6 runs. See, this is where it gets weird because Freddie was nowhere to be found on the hits, but he is on the runs list.
Mm-hmm.
Shohei's up there, of course. Nolan, Randy, Mookie with 5. Chris Bryant has been sneaky good this season. I don't feel like people are talking about Chris Bryant a lot, but he's swinging that bat.
He is, yeah.
I love Chris Bryant.
I do too. He hurts my feelings.
Did you see the thing where he left the Twix bar out in the outfield?
Yeah.
In between, and
I love that
homie
so
hit
much.
a home run the next time he came up to bat.
I love that so much.
Hi, Chris Bryant. Next time you guys play the Braves, please leave a Twix out there for Marcel. I would appreciate that from you.
Anything.
So RBIs. See, this is always so like, I don't know. It's so weird to me how this list plays out. Eduardo Escobar is number 1 with 11 RBIs. Trey Mancini has 9. Our dearly departed Adam Duvall, who I miss,
he's streaky at best.
Yeah. Trey Turner, Nolan Arenado, Freddie Freeman, 7 RBIs. Like I said, nowhere to be found on the hits list, but 6 runs scored, 7 RBIs. Shohei's got 7. Miguel Sano, Yuli Gurriel, Gavin Lux, Manny Machado's got 6. Austin Nola's got 6. Marcus Semien, Gio Urshela, Randy Arozarena, Mookie Betts, G-Man Choi, 5 RBIs. I love G-Man Choi.
You brought him up earlier.
Yeah, I did. Because he's batting 600.
I know.
What the hell? It's weird. What else we got here? Okay, so home runs. This is a fun list, too. I love this one. Nolan's got 4 in the last 7 days. Aaron.
Your mic went out again.
This is really going to make me mad.
Okay, there you go. You're back.
There. And it came back on the right mic. Thank God. Now, this is why I need a new mic stand. Quick. Because it's just falling out. Like, it's not even coming all the way unplugged. It's just barely coming out a little bit. So, okay. Anyway, 4 home runs last week. Nolan, Aaron Judge, Shohei, Miguel Sano, Brandon Crawford being sneaky with the 3. Eduardo Escobar, Freddie Freeman with 3 home runs in the last week. Once again, nowhere to be found on the hits list, but 3 home runs because apparently that's all the Braves know how to do. Vlad Jr., Randy Arozarena, Jonathan Villar, Javi Baez, Nick Castellanos, Josh Donaldson is on that list this week. With
God bless that man. I love Josh Donaldson.
I miss Josh Donaldson so much.
I wouldn't say I miss him. Not with how Riley's been. I mean, I do, but.
You know, Austin Riley has been wonderful this season, but I miss Josh Donaldson's personality in the dugout. I really do. Also, I kind of feel like Josh Donaldson and Panda would probably hate each other, and there would have been a fight by now, and I would have loved to see it.
Yeah, but you don't want that in the
I
clubhouse.
know, but I just
like
don't
you
feel like they would
want
get
that
along.
shit.
And one little splash of excitement never hurt anybody.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
That's the last thing we need for a team that's already not fully sinking. Like, what are you trying to do?
I don't think, well, Panda probably wouldn't be there if we saw Josh Donaldson, but I just don't think they would get along. And I would kind of like to see what happens. So, okay. So batting average,
starter.
No, not the end all be. I know.
Shit
I
starter.
I am. I don't care. Nick Castellanos is leading the league with a 500 batting average in the last week. Cronenworth's hitting 478. Nolan's 450. Trey Mancini with a 444. Like I said, give that man comeback player of the year. Aaron Judge is hitting 409. Austin Riley is hitting 400 in the last week.
Austin Riley.
Anthony Rizzo rounds out the top 25 with a 389.
All right.
And there's really no reason to mention Rizzo. I just love him. So
I love Rizzo, though. Just like as a whole ass human being, I appreciate him.
He's great. Now, OPS, that's really, that's where this starts getting really interesting to me. Nolan's got a 1.5. Vladdy's got a 1.5. Nick Castellanos, 1.51. Trey Mancini, 1.49. Aaron Judge, 1.45. Shohei, 1.39. Austin Riley and William Contreras rounding out the top half of this list with a 1.32 and a 1.264. Not the players that I would have imagined on
That's
the Braves
not who I would have thought.
Leading the last week in OPS.
Nope. Not what I would have thought at all.
I would not have pictured it at all.
I'm not mad about it.
No, not at all. I think it's great.
But I didn't picture it.
But still not something I would have seen coming. What do we got going on here? Let me see what else I have here. Oh, Bobby Dahlbeck is on that RBI list too. Forgot about that. Now, let's look at for the season, because I haven't done that for you guys yet. Of course, Shohei leading the majors with 14 home runs. Ronnie's got 13. Freddie's got 12. This still just blows my mind that this team is under 500, and
it's so frustrating. It's frustrating.
Like Aaron Judge has got 12. Nick Castellanos has 11. JD Martinez has 11. Nolan has 10. Chris Bryant has 10. Trey Mancini has 10. Like Fernando Tatis Jr., as much time as he has spent on the IL, still has 10 home runs for the season. So thank you very much. Go off, Fernando. And by the way, I don't know how many more times I can see that man do the splits, stealing second base without wanting to cry, because that looked like it had to hurt. And he made it look like nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw that and I just went, ow. Like I was a cheerleader for a very long time. That hurt me to do that then. Like
it hurts me to watch it now.
Yeah. It looks painful. And he just made it look like it was nothing. Hits. Xander Bogaerts up there at the top with 55. JD Martinez has 53. Castellanos has 52. Nolan's got 51. I mean, you know, Jake Cronenworth 50. Like it's kind of
the same dudes repetitively. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Trey Mancini has 39 RBIs. He is leading the majors. Very consistent year for Trey Mancini.
We love him.
We do. JD Martinez has 34. Yuri Gurriel has 36. That's basically it, guys. And here's the fun part. Mike Trout is still leading the league in OPS, even though he's out.
And that's just insane to me.
That's who Mike Trout is.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, those are for the most part, stats wise, those are our big bats. Like I said, Austin Riley going off. Fernando, I forgot what I was going to say right there. So Fernando going 4 for 4. Dansby is having a good couple of days. So next week's hot bats could be totally different. Probably not. Probably going to be a lot of the same people and a couple of guys mixed in there, but we'll see. Matt Barnes is the best closer in baseball. Fact or fact? You know, Jason, I can't disagree.
Can't disagree.
I can't.
But
But at the same time, have you met Mark the Shark Melanson? Because that's a closer right there.
Fuck Mark Melanson. Truly.
I love Mark
I love him
Melanson.
too, but his comments about the Braves, I'm like, are you kidding me?
You
What is
know,
wrong with you?
I know he said what he said about the Braves, and he says, yes, I remember his time in Boston. Now, I know he said what he said about the Braves, and it made me really mad when he said it. And I was like, you know what? Piss off, Mark. It's fine. I don't care. And then I went to the Padres game, and this man gets a WWE title match intro. And it's so cool. Like the lights dim in the stadium, and you start hearing like this crazy, like, oh, they start playing. Do they play high? They either play Highway to Hell or Back in Black. I cannot remember for the life of me which one it is. But the lights dim, flames come shooting out of the batter's eye at Petco, and there's like all this like hype. And then they pan into the bullpen, and the door opens, and here comes Mark Melanson strutting out. And it's like you feel like it's a WWE title match. And I got so hyped.
He never got that respect in Atlanta.
No, he didn't. And if you told me if I were his manager and those were the negotiations, and they were like, but you kind of got to shit on Atlanta when you leave, I'd be like, done. He can do it. No, say whatever you want. You got to see what they're going to do for you. It was so cool. Like if they don't even give Tatis that kind of love when he comes up to bat. Like Melanson comes in the game, and the whole stadium just stops.
I love that
intro. It's awesome.
Do we want to finish up pitching? And then
let's do it.
All right. Honorary check his balls.
Alex Blandino.
So Alex Blandino came in today. It was an 18-2 shutout against the Giants. Clearly, you're going to put a position player in. Dude came in, topped out at 90, over 90. It was his third or fourth. It was his third or fourth appearance as a pitcher. July 11th, 2018, he came in, 8th inning blowout loss to the Indians. He struck out 2 of the 4 batters he faced. And that was the one appearance that he had where he threw this knuckleball. It was so nasty. People talked about it for literal days afterwards. It is one of the most known things about him.
I think get him in the bullpen. That's all I want to know.
Can we put him
in the bullpen? Like now, I did see that video of Panda pitching a perfect 9th inning.
Yes.
And if he could do that still, then put him in the bullpen, and I won't anymore. Like I still won't like him, but I won't hate him anymore. Just put him in the bullpen. If he can do that, I'm okay with him.
If you
but
have
Alex Blandino, you're not getting enough appreciation where you're at. Please come to Atlanta and we will love you. I will buy an Alex Blandino jersey so fast.
Dude came in the 28th of April against the Dodgers. It was the bottom of the 8th. That seems to be when they bring him in. It was literally an 8-0 game. He retired 1 batter on a flyout. Dude comes in and he deals. I saw him play in 2015 when he was with the Daytona Tortugas. And that is when I was like, I like that guy. And then he got injured. He came to the majors, threw some heat, got injured, tore his ACL. And, he's just kind of been coming back since. But I'm like, bring him to the Braves. And that is
love it.
I will buy his jersey on the day.
Oh, yeah. I will be on the Clubhouse website like, hey, get me that one right now. What number is he? Let's go. Make the announcement. Let's do this. Rush ship it. Let's go. AA. Somebody get AA on the phone and let him know, because it's not going to be
appreciated in Cincinnati.
He won't be expensive.
No, because he's been injured and he really hasn't done much other than that. So let's get him.
That's Anthopoulos' jam. Oh, we can get you for cheap. Yeah, let's do this. That's what he wants to do.
Yes. I feel like we have to mention all the no-hitters. We kind of talked about it earlier. Didn't really expand on it. Mm-hmm. So we've seen 6 no-hitters.
That's the title of the episode. So
yes, we've seen 6 no-hitters so far this year. 7 if you want to include Mad Bum, which I include Mad Bum because that was one that they said didn't count because it was during a doubleheader. It was 7 innings, whatever. That is still a no-hitter.
Yeah.
It's the most no-hitters in MLB history. since 1880. Well, the most in MLB history is 8 since 1884, and we are on track to have over 20 this year. 20 no-hitters.
Yeah.
Juice the balls back up or do something.
Well, I mean, like, that's the thing, though. I feel like, because I have the home run Twitter account that just tweets out every single home run. I feel like my phone blows up every day
all the
with home
time.
runs. Like, I'll see that somebody else that I have notifications for, like, has tweeted something, and it takes me 5 minutes to find their tweet because I'm scrolling through all the home runs.
Yeah.
And yet we're already on 6, 7, if you count Mad Bum, no hitters. So everybody is either hitting it out or they're not hitting it at all.
It's insane. I mean, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this is by design. This has to be by design. Like, this is not normal. And no hitters are normally this like huge event in a pitcher's life.
And now you hear about it so much that it's just like,
we've had Joe Musgrove the 9th, Carlos Rodon the 14th, John Means May 5th, Wade Miley May 7th, Spencer Turnbull May 18th, and Corey Kluber yesterday, May 19th. Literally day after day after day.
Yeah. It's like, well, and I mean, at the same time, like, pitching has come a long way from where it used to be. There's so much advancement in what's happening with pitching and how these guys are preparing and everything else. It's not that surprising to have this happen, but at the same time, it's like, how is it one or the, like, there's no small ball game happening this year. It seems like it's either long balls like crazy or nothing at all. And it's weird to see it. What up, D Relly?
Hey,
it's just been, I don't know. It's such a strange year. Like, this whole year is weird anyway. Like, who would have thought that? I mean, the Royals aren't that great anymore, but who would have thought the Royals would have started out hot? Like,
I mean, but there's so many like injuries and so much crap. And I think a lot of it is, do we want to become famous and buy followers? That answer is a hard no.
We're good. Thanks, though.
I think a lot of it is because of the shortened season. Last year, it's just, it's COVID kind of messed a lot of stuff up just in terms of everything. We have to give our Braves dudes more love. Charlie Morton, his best start of the season. He struck out 8 Mets hitters.
Yes.
I feel like we should be really excited.
You know what? Drew Smiley had a great outing today.
Yes.
You know, and that's 3 now. That's 3 in a row for Drew. He's been great. And the game is over at 6-4 Pirates. I'm
tired of this losing 4 in a row, winning 1, losing like 4 in a row, winning 1. I just
win the last game, lose the series. Like, it's very frustrating. It's super, it's ridiculous. But this is a 4-game series. Maybe tomorrow will be better. But it sucks because we get all this, like, the pitchers are finally starting to get it together, and then you hand it over to the bullpen and this happens. And I don't want to hate on the bullpen.
It's an elite reliever.
Luke Jackson is the best pitcher the Braves have right now. All of you
from
people
the
that are
bullpen,
in the bullpen. He's not far off, though. Like, you could almost throw him in the rotation at this point in time, and I think he'd give you a few good innings.
We should probably throw Nuke.
Nuke did not work out as a start. Like, Nuke was meant to be a bullpen arm.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to think of like how to like bolster things and just.
You know, Nuke would be good to start off a bullpen game. Like, you could probably get some time out of him. But, it's just so all over the place, and you never know what you're going to get. And I thought Chris Martin was about to close that game down, and guess what? It was Grant Dayton that blew it.
Of course. If we're going to talk about people that blow it, I don't want to shit on him too much. I feel bad.
Are you about to say AJ Minter? Because please do.
No, I'm about to say Jacob Webb.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel bad for the dude. Like, Kevin Pillar, 94 to the face. The most horrific thing I've seen in in a very long time since Charlie Culberson got. Yeah.
Like, when Bryce Harper got hit in the face a couple weeks ago, like it was kind of scary, but at the same time you were like, he is just shaking that off like it's nothing. And he looked like crap, but he came out and he had a good attitude about it, and he went and talked to that kid and everything was cool.
Well,
and then
Kevin Pillar, 94 straight to the fucking nose. Like, I mean, fell over, blood was just pouring
everywhere
from his face. And I'm on Twitter watching this, tweeting.
Mm-hmm.
People are giving Jacob Webb so much crap.
Yeah.
End of the day, the kid doesn't have the control right now to be in the position that he's in. I understand that, but it was not intentional in any way, shape, or form. It was an accident. The pitch got away from him. He was in the dugout crying.
Yeah, that movement, the movement on that pitch was disgusting.
It was insane. It just got away from him. He didn't have control of it.
If it would have come straight in, he would have been fine. But I mean, that ball just kept rising, and it was just this nasty. Like, the movement was crazy. Like, if that ball would have been thrown low, that would have ended up being a strike.
Yep. And God bless Pilar for coming out and being like, look, I feel more bad for him than I do for me. Mm-hmm. Because a situation like that, it can break a pitcher's confidence. I mean, Jacob Webb was legitimately crying. Yeah, it looked like, and
I don't think we'll see him for a while.
I don't think he should be. He needs to be sent back down.
Yeah, I think he will. He'll either be at the alternate site or he'll be at AAA for a little while.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that makes sense to do. I guess we'll see. Right?
Yeah, Pilar asked why he wasn't in the lineup the next day. And then he legitimately said, well, it's because I can't see out of my eye.
Yeah, if he was like, if I could see out of my right eye, I'd play.
I'd be playing right now. I'd be in the, okay. I see you, sir.
Well, I mean, if you really want to go there, Drew Richardson can't see out of his right eye and he's playing.
Thank you. And that dude, that's somebody that we need to like study, keep up with this whole season and absolutely talk about, because his, like I said last week, his story is just unbelievable.
Yeah. But it's, I love it. Like, Pilar's great. Like, I love his attitude about the whole thing. He's kind of maintaining a sense of humor about it. Like, who knows how bad, like, he's probably going to have so much stuff done to his face. That poor guy.
He has to have surgery. I mean, and the thing is that from a pitcher standpoint, as an accident, something like that happened, you could kill a guy. You could end their career. You could seriously disable them. Like, that is an extremely scary position to be in as, the person that caused it. Mm-hmm. So I just, feeling bad for Jacob Webb and like having sympathy towards him and still being absolutely horrified by what happened.
Yeah.
You can do both. Really, they're not mutually exclusive. You can do both.
You can still admit that the guy has issues with control and everything else and hate what happened to him. And I mean, like, you saw it on his face. Like, the look on his face was more than enough
hit
to
the
make
ground.
Anybody just go. Yeah. He was done. Like, it sucks. Yeah. Derek, you didn't. Duh.
Mike.
Come on, where were you at?
Yeah,
you didn't hear that we did this last weekend. It doesn't smell like booze, actually. It does not. Thankfully.
Oh,
Thank God for that. It doesn't, though. It really, it's good. Everything's good. I do need a new mic stand, but other than that, we're good to go here. Anyone who shits on Webb has never thrown a baseball in their life. Like,
I wish you could tell that to these keyboard warriors and the Braves groups. I mean, they are.
We need to add. You need to come into the Braves Facebook group with us, Jason. Oh my God,
please!
That would be so fun.
Somebody said, Sarah commented earlier on a post, and somebody said, "Ooh, I got the attention of a hot girl." I'm like, not the right hot girl.
Like that's not
Not
the
the
attention
right
you want.
hot
Okay, so
girl.
it was some boomer ass dude that was pissed that Ronnie celebrated his walk off last night, and so I just like hit him with an okay gif, Emma Stone thing, and he was like, "When your post gets the attention of a hot chick, this is not the attention you want because I'm about to drag your fucking ass from here to New York over how stupid you are."
I told him he needed to sit down and have dinner with Tony La Russa because they
Right.
seem to be on the same page.
They would go wonderfully together. You
They
know
would
what?
have
Let's
a good
make it
tea
a date.
time.
Let's make it a date for them.
And while
They'll
they're
have to
at
do it
it
at like 4:00 because they're boomers and they're going to have to go to bed. But like,
and while they're at it,
guys,
let TLR never step foot near a baseball diamond again.
Please
That would
don't.
make me really happy.
I would love that. Like, why is he still there?
Get some of these dudes away from that miserable sack of shit.
Yeah, because the White Sox are a fun, like super energetic team, and they're going to showboat a lot. And if you're going to try to corral that, go fuck yourself.
You have
like,
Tim Anderson, you have Giolito, you have Yerma Mercedes. Like, how are you going to
Luis Robert? Like, you can't.
How are you going to be this absolute disgrace when it comes
Grouchy
to
old man? Like, get off my lawn.
What's their they hate them.
Oh, they hate it.
Homer
They
selfies. Oh, the Marcel selfies, man. You know.
They hate it.
Nope.
Yeah, no, like they were pissed. They were like, he's being a thug. He's slitting his No, he's not. He's saying it's over, you dumbasses. Like Braves Facebook. I hope somebody from Braves Facebook is watching this. You can all go fuck yourselves with your stupid takes. You wondered why the trolls invaded you. Please, for the love of God, whoever the admin is, unban Josh and Cape because these people have got some shit coming to them.
Wait, Snit put Jacob Webb in tonight's game to close it?
I couldn't hear what was happening.
It literally says losing pitcher Jacob Webb.
What?
Why
Oh God, it does.
Would you do that?
Whoa.
This is the shit about Snit.
Part.
Like, this is the shit about Snit that just his bullpen management is non-fucking existent.
Okay, so Grant Dayton went in for Grant Dayton relieved Webb, so when those runs scored, they went on Jacob Webb. Okay.
He literally 9 pitches and he was taken out.
Okay. One thing I need to say real quick. My daughter just asked me who this is.
Nick Markakis from
Lila
Young
Ray?
Harris.
This is the great Nick Markakis out of Young Harris. We miss him on the Braves. We need him back. He retired this season. I think that they need to go crawling back to him and beg him to sign a 1-year deal. We need Nick Markakis. Okay. She goes, okay.
Yeah, the fact that they, I love Snit and everything, but his bullpen management, you cannot put that kid back out there that close.
No,
to what happened.
No, I don't think there was any way he was ready for that.
I mean, he's probably still crying.
Yeah, I saw where it said that Grant Dayton came in with the bases loaded, but my notification didn't show who it was, and I had the volume on the game turned down just enough that I couldn't really hear what they were. Like I could hear little bits and pieces because Chip Carey's loud.
For those listening, not watching, Wendy said the last 2 runs scored were on Webb. He loaded the bases and Dayton came in and gave up the runs. So welcome to the Braves bullpen, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a really shitty season so far.
Shit show. This is the biggest dumpster fire of how did we lost who? We lost Mark Melanson, right?
Yeah.
We've got Shane Green coming back now. Who else are we missing? Darren O'Day.
Yeah.
Darren O'Day wasn't that great. So what the fuck? Like, how did we lose 2 arms? One of them who's coming back.
Okay.
And the bullpen is this shitty now.
Jason just said, I disagree. You got to get back up on the bull after something like that. And while I agree with that, I fully agree with you.
Wendy,
when it comes to someone like Jacob Webb, who is already as shaky as he is,
he needed
doesn't
a little
have
more
the
time.
control, doesn't have the maturity, doesn't have the experience needed to be able to handle a situation after like that, you don't throw that poor kid back in there.
No, I think they should have sent him down for a few days, like for just to get some pitches in with batters in the box.
Outside of this.
Yeah, I think it should have been outside of a game setting. Let him go down, get some innings in.
Put a
let him in. Like let him throw BP or something. Like just something to let him start
throw without somebody there.
And then let him throw with somebody there.
Somebody
build that back up. Because throwing that, like as bad as he was shaken, it's throwing him into a game situation with a batter right there. I think that's too much pressure for a guy like that. Now,
crying.
You have pitchers like I'll use Mark Melancon because I feel like that man has ice in his veins. He could hit somebody in the face with 94 miles an hour, stay in the game, finish it up, come out the next night like nothing ever happened. Mark Melancon is a stone cold killer.
Yeah.
But a guy like Jacob Webb, you could see it all. Like Jacob Webb 100% wears his emotion on his face. Like
that's not the point, Jacob.
It's just that there are some guys that are mentally tough enough to jump right back into it. And then there are other guys that are going to take a little bit more time.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
It's just his control is shaky enough when he's okay.
When he's good. Yeah.
But you throw the mental part of that on top of it. And
yeah.
Mm-mm.
And that's been like the mental game is something. And this is where I think we're missing Melancon for. The mental game is something that has been severely lacking from the Braves bullpen. Like AJ Minter had that one bad throw last night. That was it. He was toast after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we didn't completely blow that game. Like he could not get it. Like he was throwing balls. Like William was jumping in the air to keep the balls from passing. Like it's like that was it. One bad throw and Minter's head was gone. Like the mental game for the Braves bullpen is a hot mess this year.
And to be fair, it's been an issue with Braves pitching just in general.
Yeah.
It's gotten better, but
very true.
The mental aspect of this game is just as much as the physical aspect, especially where pitching is concerned. You cannot.
And I don't know how, like, the Braves do seem to end up with these guys that get in their own, like, Fulte. God bless Fulte. And he's doing great. I love seeing how well Fulte and Charlie got down to Texas and they're going off. Like,
good for them, dude.
But Fulte couldn't get out of his head while he was in Atlanta. Max has had periods where he couldn't get out of his head. Like, it just seems like for some reason the Braves get these guys that are like,
but is it
they can't do it.
I'm going to say this, and it's going to be very unpopular to hear. Is it the pitchers themselves, or is it how we develop pitchers?
That's a good question. Because these guys that are coming, like you see these guys that are coming from other organizations and you don't really have that problem as much.
So to all of you who have an answer to that, let me know, because I'm genuinely curious, because there are guys that we have developed in our organization that, yes, are standouts. Ian Anderson, Mike Soroka, Max Fried, obviously, but you have other dudes that, is it them?
Yeah. Is it the guy?
Or
is it the
way? Is it our development with our pitchers? Like, I don't have the answers.
And by the way, after the game the other day, I have been dying to say this for I don't know how long. I think it's Tuck season in Atlanta, everybody.
Oh, God bless Tucker Davidson. I love
Tucker Davidson went off. It is Tuck season in Atlanta. I have been wanting to say this for years now. He's an Amarillo, Texas boy. I have known who Tucker Davidson was for a very long time. Because
if we're going to do it again, he just takes the tractor another round.
Right? He's an Amarillo boy.
Literally. We need this. We need this from these younger guys.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in and just
I'm
filling in.
I'm very excited for it to be Tuck Tuck season, and I'm gonna say that every time he starts a game. I'm gonna be on there like, it's Tuck Tuck season.
Stone cold. Dude came in there and was like, I have a job to do, and got the job done.
And you could see like the defense behind him, like the plays that were being made. He was so excited about it. Like he was. Tucker has a TikTok. Oh
no, he doesn't. What is it called?
Oh, it is on. I'm about to be following Tucker Davidson. But yeah, Tuck Tuck season has arrived in Atlanta. Did you just open TikTok?
I am so sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Wendy's going to get it for us. And then after Wendy gets us Tucker's TikTok so we can post it.
I got it.
Funny. Oh, you got it? She already found it.
Tuck. I follow him at Tuck Tuck.
You already follow him and you didn't even know?
Yeah, well, I suck. I don't use TikTok. I just started using TikTok for this podcast. So,
I mean, it happens. There's like a bunch of people that I've seen their TikToks lately. And I'm like,
he goes through pitch grips and stuff. Like he actually, good for him, dude. I want to see this kid like.
Oh, I'm going to follow the Padres too. And Mookie Betts and the Toronto Blue Jays. Because when George Springer comes back, I want to see that TikTok.
All right. Guys, I go to a concert tomorrow and I go to my first baseball game in 733 days.
That's a long time.
733 days.
I think my last one before the Padres game was September 10th or 11th later in the month. Like the 19th, September 19th of 2019.
Mine was May 20th of 2019.
Yeah.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to see the Nationals and the Orioles, so it's not that exciting, but I'll be in DC. We're staying overnight.
It'll still be fun.
I'm literally probably going to cry when I walk into I've never been to National Stadium.
It's like that walking into Petco was the best feeling ever. Like walking into Petco and then walking down to the seats and see like the players out on the field and the music and the people that were there. Like it's been the best feeling to have people back in the stands.
National Stadium, so it's like 36% capacity. But if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. It's all of this fun stuff.
That's how San Diego is. They're at 67, but they have vaccinated sections or proof of negative COVID test, and then they have the non-vaccinated socially distanced sections. But you can pay $20 for a COVID test right there and do it and go sit wherever you want. So I don't know why.
Yeah, like I'm not vaccinated, but my best friend is, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I would bet you
they have rapid testing right there that you can do.
And it's literally one of those things where it's.
Oh yeah. Wendy did go to a game on a bad day.
Yeah. If you're actively eating or drinking, you don't have to wear a mask. So I'm going to be hammered.
Yeah. I had garlic fries in one hand and I had a drink in the other hand, and I would just keep my mask down here and just pick one fry at a time. And I was like,
Joop, joop. Are you actively eating or drinking? Yes, I am.
Sure am. Well, guys, God. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I didn't realize it was already 10. I have a radio show in 30 minutes.
We've been talking a lot of shit. It wasn't very organized tonight, but we had fun.
Well, you know what? We still covered everything.
We did. Absolutely.
We covered everything we wanted to talk about.
I enjoyed it.
And we had some, there was a game going on, so we had some more stuff happening in there. JD Martinez did just kill it for the Red Sox tonight. So shout out JD. I'm gonna have to wear. Next week I'll wear my JD Martinez wearing his drunk Tom Brady shirt.
Okay.
I have a shirt that's JD Martinez wearing a drunk Tom Brady shirt.
Okay.
So next week I'll wear my JD Martinez shirt.
We love you, Jason.
We love you guys. We love all of you. Thanks for being here with us, everybody.
Y'all are good people. You tune in every week and listen to us talk shit. We love it.
Yeah, we love you guys. And I love that none of you give me that hard of a time about my dislike for pandas. So
Well,
I
if Jared
appreciate the
Carabas was
volunteer.
here, he would hug you.
Oh, he
So-
would love. See, this is why we're homies, because we both hate Smash Mouth and we both hate pandas. So
Who likes Smash Mouth?
I don't know. Somebody probably does, but
That's like
there's
liking
some serious-
Nickelback.
They're like Smash Mouth took Tony La Russa's side in this whole baseball beef thing. So fuck Smash Mouth.
Do they count?
I don't know. They think they do, but their opinion is very wrong and garbage. And by the way, daughter, you're not allowed to watch Shrek anymore because that song's on there and we don't like Smash Mouth.
Hi, Lila.
Aaron says hi. Anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next
Adios.
Thursday.
Love
Have
you
a great
guys.
night, everybody.